Good morning. My name's Ashley Simcock and it's the 29th of November and I'm on day 63 of being gamble free, bet free, however you want to name it. My last bet was on the 27th of September 2020. It was a bet on Martin Gould to beat Mark Selby in the European Masters Snooker. I remember that Sunday afternoon when I was sat in front of my phone watching it, waiting for good news and it never came because he lost that match. And since that day, that's when I decided enough was enough. So yes, 9 weeks has passed and I've gone through the GAM Care program, GAM Change, 8 modules. I finished that now. I believe I've been referred to a group program which will be on Zoom, which I'm waiting to hear about. And the urges, the desires, I can feel them slowly drifting away. I self-excluded myself from all the websites that I was with, but obviously in the way the gambling industry is, there's always a way to have a bet if you really, really want to have a bet. But I've not done that. I've not responded to find a way of having a bet, and feeling the benefits, feeling liberated. I'm enjoying sharing my story on the YouTube channel. Every morning I do my stoic thought of the day on my YouTube channel, so you can check them out. Today was all about you're going to be okay, and it's mainly quotes from Marcus Aurelius and his stoic friends Seneca, Epictetus, and that's really helped me. I've sort of found the voices, I've resonated with their voices and their messages and their teachings, and how you can look at life differently, and sort of give a bird's eye view, and it sort of teaches you to zoom out and look at your situation and sort of ask yourself, is it really that bad? But again, it's not easy. I don't believe anything that's worth much is easy in life. I know it's I know we as human beings, we try and find the nearest exit to things, the quickest way to do things. But I believe that anything that's worth anything in this world, it's going to be hard. And yes, recovering from a gambling addiction you've been doing for 15, 20 years is going to be hard. But is it a reason not to do it? Knowing that what's on the other side is a lot more peaceful and a lot more brighter, than a lot more of a brighter life, unattached from the greed and the feeling dissatisfaction and loneliness and shame and guilt and resent and regret and boredom and all those things that come with gambling. But I'm choosing the path of peace, serenity, kindness, love, gratitude, courage, resilience, self-awareness. So that's the path that I'm taking, and it's perseverance every day is a new challenge when you wake up, and it's knowing that you've got to sort of, I believe you have to sort of set your expectations that it is going to be a tough road at the start. There's no easy way outs with recovering from any addiction, any problematic addiction that you're recovering from. But I'm proof that I'm proof, and there's lots of other recovering gambling addicts. It's possible, and to be honest, I didn't think it was possible to have a gamble-free, bet-free life when I started this journey a few months ago. Even though, just a disclaimer that even though I'm 63 days bet-free, I believe my journey sort of started sort of last year, back end of last year. I started to be more aware and sort of wanted to change. I felt as though it was, but it wasn't a conscious effort to recover from gambling. I just seemed to be gambling less for whatever reason. I didn't have much accountability with it, and I relapsed with it. I relapsed in August, September this year. So that's when I said, right, I need to be more accountable, so that's when I started being aware of the days, ticking the days off. So day 63, and that gives you a yes, I've done today. Okay, day 64 tomorrow, day 65. And it gives you milestones. So if you want to stop your gambling, maybe try that. But I'm trying different things. There's not one sort of method that will work for one person. You have to. So that's why I've been open to try different methods. For example, I meditate, I reflect, I do running every day, well, most days, and journal things down. I know about the gambling helpline, and make sure that I do something that I enjoy doing throughout the day, away from any potential rewards, because essentially we are human beings, and we are to a point dependent on dopamine rushes. But I believe people who are addicted to stuff in terms of alcohol, drugs and gambling, are more susceptible to being dependent on these things more because we've done it more often. When you do something for so many years, day in, day out, obviously your mind and body are going to be dependent on that thing. If you're not having it in that day, it's just going to remind you. It's going to crave it. Just how the mind and body works. It's accepting that. So, I was watching a snooker last night actually, and it's one of my sports I usually bet on. And I was listening to a commentator, Dennis Taylor. I enjoy Dennis Taylor. He's one of my favourite snooker commentators. But I believe you might need some guidance into gambling. Because have a look at my channel. I posted it. Because he said about how the snooker players used to be able to gamble on snooker matches. He was talking about a player who won a tournament, Dominic Dale, and he was talking about how he placed a bet on him to lose in the early 90s, and he sort of mentioned to the commentator, Alec McManus at the time, so I said, those were the days like when we could bet on the snooker. Sort of Alan McManus sort of vetoed it and sort of changed the subject to something else. But it felt like, he said it, that he didn't agree with the fact that players couldn't bet on snooker matches. And I guess there's that's what some of the societies like that. They're not aware that gambling is a problem. It's just a normal thing that people do, and until you've gone through the problems that it causes, then yes, you do believe it's fine. But it's when you yourself or you've you see people around you really struggling with it, and go through the mill with it, that you start to see actually this is a problem, and yeah, people become more aware of it. So this is my day 63 video. Drop me a message, drop me a comment, and hit subscribe. I do videos like this when it feels good. I do daily Stoic thoughts of a day every morning around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. But now and again I do these videos about me gambling recovery, and it'd be interesting to know how you're getting on. If you need any support, let me know. And if you want me to share, if you have any questions for me and like what you think's worked for me, feel free to drop me a comment. So it's Sunday today, so gonna go for my run shortly, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.